This week's word problem has to do with a stadium. Let's read it over and then we'll discuss what you need to know and what you don't need to know for this week's POW. A stadium has 10,500 seats. The stadium is divided evenly into 12 sections, 10 regular sections and 2 premium sections. A seat in the premium section cost $48 per game, and a seat in the regular section cost $27 per game. Part A. For Friday night's game, 8,395 tickets were sold. How many seats were empty? Part B. How many seats are in each section? And Part C. Each section has the same number of rows, and each row has the same number of seats. If there are 35 seats in a row, how many rows are in a section? So you have 3 different parts to this week's word problem, which means you need 3 different answers and 3 different sentences, 1 for each section. The first thing you're trying to figure out, how many seats are empty? Part B, how many seats are in each section? And Part C, how many rows are in each section? 3 things. Your 3 questions do not ask about ticket prices. They do not ask how much money was brought in. So for this week's word problem, the information about tickets costing $48 or $27 is not necessary. Sometimes when we have a word problem, there will be information that is not needed to solve our problem. It's just there for extra information. So you can disregard the ticket prices for this week's problem. You can even disregard the 10 regular sections and the 2 premium sections because we don't need to know that specific information. We just need to know that there are 12 sections and that the stadium has 10,500 seats. Everything else in that introduction paragraph is extra. To get 100 on this week's POW, you need to make sure you have an answer in a sentence that answers each word problem's part. You'll probably want three sentences, 1 for each part. You'll need to show your work. You'll need to explain your steps, and you'll need to make sure that your answer is correct. You'll have 3 different answers. Okay? If one answer is correct and the other 2 are wrong, or if one answer is wrong and 2 are correct, you will just lose partial points. You will not lose all 10 points for having some incorrect and some correct answers. If you have a question on your POW, bring it up in class or send me a message. This is due on Friday.